is the topic of my speech. However, on such short notice, I couldn't put together an airplane to jump out of for a demonstration. The origins of the Sky Soldier theories go back as far as mankind itself. Things we gotta think about is as soon as war started, people started to get creative in what makes them unique. It's part of the human experience to be unique. And like all other species on this planet, warriors want to be unique as well. So, in the ancient battlefield, if you could show up on the battle with a horse or an elephant, it would benefit you. Anyway, after the First World War, all the great nations of Europe experimented with airborne soldiers on the battlefield rather than sending them in with a tank or on a horse or on a boat. On the American side, you have to imagine all of the boys from California, Iowa, Montana, who volunteered the most dangerous job to not only fight a war, but to get to the battlefield by jumping out of a plane. Like not to learn English but a different language in America? Did you ever not like English? Well, if it hadn't been for the soldiers of World War II on both sides, everybody west of the Mississippi might be speaking Japanese, and everyone to the east might be speaking German. The origin of the Sky Soldier I already went over. However, some of the militaries to first put it in action include militaries like the Russian first training experiment and the German invasion of the island of Greece in the beginning of World War II. But the airborne school that I'm most familiar with is the one at Fort Benning, Georgia. These were the paratroopers that whatever won the war. The American Airborne Corps first jumped in over a beach similar like this in North Africa, Operation Torch. Then they also had an airborne jump into a tropical island similar to the Keys in Sicily, followed by Salerno, mainland Italy, and then the most famous one of all time, D-Day, Operation Overlord. Anywho, the German paratroopers also had huge contributions to the field. They were the first ones to go out there and capture an island, an objective, and airfields like in Crete. And as the German territories started to collapse, the German paratroopers fought fanatically to keep all that northern Italy German as long as possible. They also made advancements in the operation of helicopters, military helicopters, and military autogyros. was ambushed in a town called Bastogne, Thanksgiving Day, 1944. And these paratroopers, like I said, already jumped into Africa, Sicily, and North Italy before D-Day. And now the climactic finale of World War II, American paratroopers had to slug it out in the 9th inning against Hitler's relief, the Waffen SS, that also introduced military technology like night scopes, night vision, intense camouflage, and the King Tiger tank, the most powerful, unbeatable tank on the battlefield. And they were supported by the few German next generation jet fighters that were available at the time. However, during the Battle of the Bulge, the Germans told the 101st they had to surrender. They were completely outflanked. They were completely surrounded to surrender. And the 101st Airborne leader's response was nuts. And they fought it out. Long story short, paratroopers won the Battle of the Bulge. They were influential in the downfall of the Axis powers. And as an overview of military technology, it completely redefined how soldiers could get to the battlefield and back from the battlefield. Now, we have everything from helicopters, and like I demonstrated, seaborne assault, a scuba assault, which are all really, really great things. And just as important as the way you get to the battlefield is as important as the extraction, the way out, the insertion and extraction. And I'll demonstrate whatever my extraction